Are you looking for the best OLED monitors? In this video we will look at some of the best OLED monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 UCDM. The best OLED gaming monitor we've tested is the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 UCDM. It's a QD OLED that combines a 4K resolution with a 240Hz refresh rate. This makes it ideal for gamers who want a responsive feel and a detailed image. It has everything you'd expect from a premium OLED gaming monitor, like a near-instantaneous response time for sharp motion. It also takes full advantage of gaming consoles and modern graphics cards because it supports both HDMI and DisplayPort 2.1 bandwidth. It even has remarkable HDR picture quality with vivid colors and bright highlights, which is what you should expect with a QD OLED. One of its advantages is its high pixel density, which results in sharp images and text. This monitor is part of a group of 27-inch 4K QD OLEDs that all perform similarly. This particular model is worth getting over other options because it has some extra features, like a USB hub and a KVM switch. These help if you want to connect different devices directly to the monitor. It also supports Dolby Vision, which is a nice touch if you have a source that also supports Dolby Vision, like an Xbox Series X. If you find its 240Hz refresh rate limiting, you can also look into the ASUS ROG Strix OLED XG32 UCWMG. It's a 4K 240Hz option with a dual mode to boost it to 480Hz with a lower 1080p resolution. Please check the product link below the description. Its colors aren't as vivid as on the PG27 UCDM. At number 2. LG 27G x790B-B. If you don't need a premium OLED at a high price, there are plenty of 1440p OLEDs you can get for a bit less, like the LG 27G x790B-B. It's especially worth getting when it's on sale. The lower resolution results in less sharp, less detailed images than on the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 UCDM. That said, the LG has a higher 540Hz native refresh rate for a smoother feel, and it has a dual mode feature to boost it to 720Hz with a lower 720p resolution. This gives it versatility for playing different types of games. Besides the lower resolution, it has a few other differences in picture quality. It uses a tandem OLED panel whose colors aren't as vivid as on the ASUS. However, it has a few advantages. It maintains lower black levels better in bright rooms, and it gets much brighter than the ASUS. This means highlights pop, and it fights glare well. Its matte coating absorbs light well, which is something to consider if you want to use it in a well-lit room. However, you may prefer the glossy ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 AQWPW if you want something similar with clearer images. Please check the product link below the description. It has mirror-like reflections and tends to cost more than the LG. At number 3. Dell Alienware AW2725DF. If you're looking for the best OLED gaming monitor at a lower cost without getting into budget models, look into the Dell Alienware AW2725DF. It differs from the LG 27G x790B-B in that it has a lower 360Hz refresh rate and doesn't have a dual mode feature. This means gaming feels less smooth, but motion still looks sharp thanks to its near-instantaneous response time. Sadly, it doesn't have high-bandwidth HDMI and DisplayPort 2.1 ports like the LG, so you can only reach the max refresh rate with compression over a DisplayPort connection. If you're using an HDMI connection, then the max refresh rate is limited to 144 Hz. Another difference versus the LG is that this Dell is a QD OLED, so colors are more vivid. You still get all the benefits of an OLED with perfect blacks against bright highlights, but the black levels rise in bright rooms, making them look purple. This means you need to use it in a dark space to get the best picture quality. If you want an OLED that performs better in well-lit rooms, the LG 27G x700B is a solid option with a tandem OLED panel that gets brighter. Please check the product link below the description. It tends to cost more unless you can find it on sale. At number 4. ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG34 WCDN. Although the recommended monitors above all have 27-inch screen sizes, there's another class of OLEDs with an ultra-wide aspect ratio. These offer more horizontal screen space than on a 27-inch screen with a 16:9 aspect ratio, giving you an immersive gaming experience. If that's what you're interested in, the best ultra-wide OLED monitor we've tested is the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG34 WCDN. It has a 34-inch screen with a 3440 by 1440 resolution, so images aren't as detailed as other high-end options, like the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 UCDM, which is the best all-around OLED due to its higher resolution. That said, this monitor offers advantages in other ways. For example, it has a higher 360Hz refresh rate for a smoother feel. Even though it has a QD OLED panel like the PG27 UCDM, it actually gets brighter because it uses a newer generation of this panel type. Plus, its coating has less black level rays in bright rooms than on the PG27 UCDM, so blacks look closer to gray than purple. That said, if you want an ultra-wide that maintains deep blacks in dark rooms, look into the LG 39G x950B-B. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. It's a 39-inch display with a 5K 2K resolution and a tandem OLED panel that gets bright. That said, please check the product link below the description. WCDN, and its colors aren't as vivid.